You've probably heard the term digital solutions thrown around a lot, but what does a company that does that actually do? Well, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on one of these companies, Cygnatrix IT Solutions. Our goal is to get a really clear picture of how they help businesses navigate, the whole modern tech landscape.
So let's start with the big question, the one that every single business is facing today. It's not just about having a website anymore, not by a long shot. The real trick, the real challenge is building a digital foundation that can actually change with the times, that can grow with you, and that can genuinely compete for your customers' attention.
And that leads us right into this huge hurdle, the digital challenge. Digital transformation isn't just some buzzword people throw around in meetings. It's a very real set of obstacles that businesses have to get over to stay in the game. So what do these challenges actually look like on the ground?
Well, first up, there's the outside world. Just think about it for a second. Your customers are on their phones, their laptops, their tablets. They're everywhere. And if your online presence isn't smooth, easy to use, and engaging on all of those platforms, you're not just missing out on a few sales. You're pretty much becoming invisible.
And then you've got the inside story. Are your teams constantly fighting with clunky, outdated software? Is your important data stuck in different places, maybe not even secure? See, old internal systems don't just make people frustrated, they create massive bottlenecks, they absolutely kill productivity, and they stop your business from growing the way it should. Okay, so you're facing all these challenges. Where do you even begin? This is exactly where having a dedicated tech partner can be a total game changer. And for our explainer, we're looking at how Cygnatrix positions itself as that exact partner.
So this is their mission statement, and it gives us a big clue about how they operate. It tells us their work isn't just about writing code. It's about using technology to solve very specific business problems, whether that's boosting sales, making things run smoother, or locking down your data.
Now these numbers, they tell a really interesting story. With a tight-knit team of just over 20 experts, they've successfully delivered more than 25 major projects for over 15 large-scale enterprise clients. What does that tell you? It suggests they're all about deep expertise, not just being the biggest company out there. They're focusing on those complex, high-stakes projects.
So how do they actually go about solving those problems we talked about? Let's split their services into two main parts. First up is everything that your customer sees and touches. This is your digital storefront, right? It's your first impression.
You can see here how all these customer-facing pieces fit together. It really all starts with UI/UX design. That's basically the blueprint for how a person will experience your brand online. Then, from that blueprint, they build the actual website and the mobile app. The whole goal is to make the customer's journey totally seamless, from the very first click to whatever action they take.
But look, a fantastic customer experience is only half the battle. If the business itself is a mess on the inside, that beautiful digital storefront can't actually deliver on its promises. So let's look at the second part, optimizing the engine room.
Right, so here the focus completely shifts to making the business itself just run better. They use cloud solutions to help companies get to their data securely from anywhere, which is absolutely critical these days. Then they bring in AI and automation to handle all those boring, repetitive tasks, which frees up your employees to do more important work. And finally, they're there with ongoing maintenance and support to make sure small tech glitches don't turn into giant, costly problems.
Okay, so we've seen what they offer. The services sound great on paper, but does it actually work? A huge part of checking out any service company is looking at their track record and, more importantly, what their clients are actually saying.
This number right here, it says a whole lot. A 95% client retention rate. In the tech world, where projects come and go so fast, that is an incredibly high number. It means when a client starts working with them, they stick around. This isn't about one-and-done projects. It's about building real, long-term relationships that get results.
And here's the kind of feedback that gets you a number like that. A quote from a real client. Two things just jump out at me. On time and exceeded all expectations. In big, complex tech projects, just hitting your deadlines is a huge win. But going above and beyond, that's how you build that kind of trust and loyalty.
So how do they do it? It seems to boil down to these 4 key promises. First, rock-solid security, which is just non-negotiable. Second, rapid innovation, meaning they stay ahead of the curve. Third, scalability, making sure the solutions they build today can handle your growth tomorrow. And finally, reliability, so you know your systems are going to work when you need them. That's the foundation of it all.
All right, so we've looked at the challenges, we've looked at the solutions, and we've looked at the proof. Now, let's bring it all back home to that very first question we asked at the beginning.
Because at the end of the day, understanding what a company like Cygnatrix does isn't just about them. It's about you. It's about thinking about your own situation. Whether it's building a new app, finally moving to the cloud, or automating some part of your workflow, every business has a next step. The only question is, what's yours?